Welcome back to another episode. Actually, our final episode of the season of More Than Missionary. We're your hosts. I'm Christina.
I'm Ashley.
Thanks for joining us on today's episode. So, we just kind of wanted to recap what we talked about over the season, how, our highs and lows, and maybe some ambitions and goals that we have for the future, and some things coming up during our month-long break.
Yeah. I'm going to pull up our episodes. I think it would be fun just to, kind of look at the past episodes and reflect a little bit, where we are now.
Absolutely. Well, I'm just going to, as you're pulling that up, so do you think that how do you think we've done as far as staying on task for, throughout our episodes? I feel like I was worried that was going to be a huge issue, and I don't think it was as big of an issue as I thought it was going to be.
No. I think sometimes the people kind of like when we drift.
Which is nice.
Yeah.
I think so too. Based off what people have told me.
Yeah.
Listen to it. They've said
it's more of a conversation.
It's it's conversational.
So, our first episode was Who Are We?
Yeah. Okay, it's kind of interesting. So when we first started, I was I was uncomfortable.
We were both panicking.
I literally was I've never done this before. I just kept thinking, why would anybody want to hear me talk?
We looked so uncomfortable too. We looked uncomfortable.
We did. Yeah. Even Gabe afterwards was he's like, have you guys thought about maybe redoing that one? And I was like, no, we're just gonna keep going and see if it gets better.
Just watch the growth. Yeah.
Watch the growth happen. I feel as slowly things got a lot easier.
Yeah.
But during that first episode, I feel like we talked about a lot of.
Yeah.
We talked about a lot, just who we are and some of our goals and things like that for what we want for the podcast. And I feel like we've touched up on quite a bit.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed what were the things that you enjoyed most about during the season? What was the topics that you have enjoyed talking about the most?
I think I really enjoyed doing the introduction to BDSM.
Yeah.
Just because, it's the nitty-gritty little research of, when you're brand new and just starting out and, you're just starting to look things up. And it's we kind of bundled that up in, one really long podcast for people, which was just kind of fun. But I think, honestly, my favorite episode was the sex magic introduction, just because we're both just so interested in both of those things. That's kind of how we bonded. So
that was a fun episode.
It was fun. Yeah.
My favorite one was when you did your lists.
Really?
I loved listening to your list of things that you want in a partner. I was one of my favorite things that we got to do. Okay, so
I kind of wanted to give a little tidbit to the fans about my personal life.
Yeah.
Episode 2, minisode 1, I guess. Yeah. Crying in your car.
Yeah.
That was about my current partner. Sorry. I'm throwing him under the bus right now. It's so crazy. He grew from the dust. He grew from the dust. I think about it all the time, how much we've grown as a couple and grown as individuals in the time we've been together. And it's absolutely insane to me. I mean, we were both actively in therapy and things like that. So that helps. But yeah, I think about all of that, and he checks every single box on my list.
Manifested that girl.
Every box. And boxes that I didn't even know existed for myself that I created actually after him and I started dating. I actually started adding things onto my list that he did that I was I have to have this in a person. I'm so glad that he does this for me.
Yeah.
And I'm wow, I don't even need a list anymore. I mean, I still actively add to it because
it's you don't even need to reference the list.
Yes.
It's meeting everything that you wanted on
your
list.
And
that's amazing.
Like I said, I do go back to that list. Yeah. I do recheck myself and make sure that
Did he listen to any of those episodes?
No, he's never listened to one episode.
That would be so funny if he was like writing it down.
Oh my gosh. He's never actually, to this day, never listened to not one episode.
Neither is my husband either. I've actually told them, I'm like, if you want to, you can, but like, you know, it's up to you if you want to.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's up to you, like, if you want to listen to it.
Yeah.
Same thing, well, actually with my, like, family, I told them, please don't listen to it. But I'm like, you guys, I don't really want you to listen to my podcast. I don't know.
Yeah. But my partner is actually creating our logo for us right now.
Yes, I'm so excited.
So that's like something that's new coming into season 2 is we're going to have an all new logo. We're going to actually have all new graphics in general.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Definitely new graphics.
So that's exciting.
Yes, it is.
But yeah. Anything, any growth that you've seen in yourself personal or like that you can reference back to these past episodes?
Yes, I feel like I've really grown into a more aware person of like some of these like niche facets of like the like BDSM that I didn't know about, that you've taught me, that you know we've had, you know, that I've had to research and look into, and it's been something that I've really enjoyed learning about, like, more and more. So I've noticed a growth in my own personal view on certain things, and maybe like more willingness to like look into certain things over other things. So yeah, I definitely feel like I've grown in that way. I feel like as somebody who is, you know, on, like, cause you know, like you got to do all this back end work too.
Yeah.
For doing a podcast, and like I think understanding on a much better level than obviously we did before.
Oh yeah.
So what that actually looks like behind the videos and behind all of like the editing of the videos. Like you do all of our editing and you do all of the videos, and like literally like you do such a good job with it too. So I'm just like, first of all, I just want to give you applause.
Thank you.
Accolades for that.
Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to like any podcaster out there. Like I don't care if like you're like little baby time like us, or if like you are big time there's a lot of back end work that goes into this stuff. Like so if anyone out there it has a podcast, no matter how small, whatever it is, I promise you there's a lot of work and a lot of,
it's worth it.
Yeah.
Like, it's very gratifying.
Oh yeah.
I will say, like, there was, in the beginning, there was a point where I was like, are we in over our heads? Like, I was like, I felt that way, for sure. But that was like, but I felt like you and I were also like, no, we gotta, like, keep going with it. And I'm like, you know what? We do need to keep going with it. Well, this too shall pass, okay?
Yeah. I mean, we wouldn't be doing this still if we didn't enjoy it, and if it wasn't gratifying.
Doing it, I was like, I know it's difficult, but it's also, like, so gratifying.
It is.
So my knowledge of my appreciation has grown immensely for anybody that does a podcast and does all the work behind it. And it's on top of that, even like doing the social media end of stuff. Like that's been very enjoyable to do for me, because I do like the marketing aspect of things. Like it's part of, what I went to college for, so I kind of have a pretty decent understanding of it. But it's definitely been, it's so time consuming, and you don't realize how time consuming it is. People who are constantly doing all that back end work on both, across the board with just having a production of any kind of podcast has been, my deep appreciation for anybody that does this.
Yes. And maintain social media and
be consistent. And, with just doing it yourselves. Like that's, whew.
Let's see.
I will say this. I really enjoy doing the mini-sodes. I love doing the full episodes. Yeah. But I love doing the mini-sodes.
Me too.
Because those are fun. I feel like a lot of our mini-sodes are just like fun things that we talk about. And I do love talking about the serious stuff too. But they're I feel like some things are just like easier to talk about than others that I like when we did like our book talk one. I really enjoyed that. Like I love talking about books, so
For sure.
Smut readers over here.
That is like part of what we're gonna do for season 2.
Mm-hmm.
So stay tuned for that.
Stay tuned for that. Yeah, more book stuff.
But that was what I was gonna bring up. So did you ever feel like, because we're both interested in this stuff, that's like why we wanted to do it. We wanted to not only talk about our own experiences, but we wanted to educate ourselves more.
Mm-hmm.
And so did you ever feel like it was almost like a chore of like, oh, I have to do all this research, but then as soon as like you got behind the desk of like your books and your laptop and everything else that you had for research, and you got like kind of giddy and excited of like, oh my gosh, like
it's like, because it's hard work, but it's gratifying.
Yeah.
And it's going to feel like a chore to be like, okay, I have to go do this. I
think it's setting the time out to do it, but then when you actually sit down to do it, you get like kind of excited of like, oh my gosh, I have all this time now to do this. Like, yeah.
Yep, no, I totally feel that. It's not the same, but it's like when you were in school and you had like a favorite class, and it's like you had homework for a class, or like you had to like write. There have been times where I had to write a paper, but I was like excited to write the paper.
Yeah.
Because it was something I was interested in. And then you like do it and you're like, okay, it does feel like a chore, but then it like also feels really good to finish it.
Yeah.
So, and then you're like, I did that. I fucking did that shit. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
I genuinely actually loved to write. Any writing assignment I actually genuinely enjoyed.
Honestly, I was a procrastinator, but I cranked that shit out.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, when I was in college and I had to write my senior thesis, I was terrible with my time management at the time, and I like forgot. I didn't forget. I was being lazy. And the day before it was due, still had like half of the paper to write. So I freaked out because I was like, oh no, it's not due in 2 weeks, it's due tomorrow. And so I stayed up in the library all night long writing and finishing up this paper, and I still got a fucking B on that shit. Like,
hell yeah, you did.
I was like, yeah, and I had to do a presentation for it, and I was like, and my car got towed 2 in the morning. Yeah, it was quite a hectic 24 hours.
Oh my gosh.
College me was lazy.
Oh man. I mean, not that lazy. You could have just said fuck it and you're not doing
That's
it.
That's also true, but I was like, no, I need to graduate.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. 2024 goals, the mini-sode. How have we stayed on those?
I definitely want to do like another one.
Yeah.
We should do what we should have done. I should have re-listened to that episode.
I know, like, I said that I was going to quit smoking. I did cut back so much.
Yeah.
I cut back so much. I used to be a person that needed to be high, like, all the time.
I was like that for a while, too, especially during, like, the pandemic and
yeah.
stuff. Oh, yeah, I was high a lot.
I only smoke now, like, on my days off.
Yeah,
like,
when only on my days off or if I'm trying to go to sleep.
Lately, I've been smoking a little bit more, but, I mean, I think that also just...
I mean, the weather's getting nice out.
Your girl has been... Yeah, your girl's been through some shit this last month, so I've just been smoking a little bit more this month, but, no, I've been doing pretty good on that, and I've been doing really good about, like, staying healthy and, like, being more active. I know that your goal was the push-ups.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. I forgot that I said that.
And now you're doing even more than push-ups. You're, like, killing it now.
Girl, thank you. I have been working out consistently, and I've been feeling really, really good. Like, I've just been, like, my energy levels have gone way, way up since I started doing more than just push-ups. Like, I'm glad I started with the push-ups.
Yeah.
Then I was like, I could do more, and then I just kept going. So now, it feels really good.
I know, I haven't worked out yet today. I'm like, okay. I was, like, literally mapping it out in my brain this morning.
The same thing. I was like, I don't know if I'm going to have time to work out tomorrow, and I'm kind of, like, bummed about it.
Yeah, I was like, okay, if we go to an early dinner, I can have time for my food to settle, and then, like, the gym closes at 10, so if I get there at 9, like, I'll be able to do it, like...
Yep. I feel ya.
It's like, so I never thought that I'd become this person where like
I didn't either. I'm so glad we have though. It feels so much better.
It does. It definitely does. The kinky facts throughout history was such a fun one.
That was a really fun one to do. Yeah, I definitely want to do more of those. I want to do like another one where I do like just odd kinky facts.
Yeah,
that stuff is very fun.
We should definitely bring that back. For sure, we should do that. That should maybe be part of the minisodes that we do.
Yeah, for season 2.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And then our interview with Pup was so eye-opening. Yeah. I loved that.
That was really awesome. I thoroughly enjoyed doing that.
Yeah.
That was great.
That's another thing for season 2. We're going to be doing a lot more interviews.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Ooh, okay. You know what? Let's wait. Let's wait to talk about that at the end.
And the 5 love languages.
Oh, yeah. That was I really enjoyed doing that, actually.
I did too. I got tired of it over, just because, I don't know.
Okay, you know what I liked about it? I liked the structure of those episodes because I feel like we dived more than just the definitions.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed doing those aspects, and it's something that we're kind of familiar with. So
yeah.
But it definitely, I think after there was like a couple of them that I was really excited to talk about, and then some that I was just like less excited to talk about.
Yeah.
I didn't relate to them as much, but I know we wanted to talk about the. What was the other one?
The 18 love languages.
18 love languages.
Your girl was supposed to read it. I have it, and I will do that.
You know, maybe we'll do that in season 2.
Yeah.
We just and it doesn't need to be all 18, but we'll just do one episode of it.
Yeah. So it's a very short book. It's a very small book.
Yeah. I want to read it too, so when you're done,
for sure.
I'd love to borrow it.
Okay. I got you. Yeah. We kind of ended on that, so let's talk about season 2.
Season 2. Well, right before season 2. Well, no. Yes?
Yeah.
During season 2?
During season 2.
Yeah. Okay, well, we do have exciting news. We kind of already, did we talk about this yet?
We kind of did.
We posted about it, but we haven't made like an episode. We will be going to Orlando.
For the Schmutty Book Convention.
I'm so excited for it. It's going to be so fun. And we'll be doing some, so look out for some possible content.
Yes.
And possible interviews that we'll be doing at the Schmutty Book Convention in Orlando this year.
We're super excited for that.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
And for season 2, we have some other exciting news. To be able to support our podcast a little bit more, we are going to be doing a Patreon finally.
Yay!
So the structure of the show will change because of that. Mm-hmm. So we are going to be doing one full episode every other week on all of your free channels, whether that's like Spotify or YouTube or wherever you listen to us now. And then our Patreon will then have all of our mini-sodes. Yep. If we decide to share a mini-sode here or there that we want the whole public, that we want everybody to have, we can do that. But for the most part, it will be every other week now, one full episode. And then the Patreon will have a series of mini-sodes.
Yeah, so a lot more content on our Patreon to check out.
Mm-hmm.
It will be very exciting. I use Patreon for other creators, so I'm excited for other people to check out our Patreon and all that jazz. So
as I said,
look out for when that goes live, guys.
Yes. We are also getting a new logo and all new formatting and
also new locations.
Yes. Okay, so I am going to be moving in with my partner, and we will be getting a full podcasting studio at that point.
Very excited. It's going to be so much. I'm literally so excited.
We probably won't have that done until January of next year. We're right now renovating the entire house.
Oh, yeah. That's
so
true. Okay.
It will probably not be done until about January, but I'm super excited for it.
Yes.
So yes, we will have a new location.
Eventually.
And that will have a way better camera and just a way better setup.
Getting an upgrade, okay?
Yes, we're getting full upgrades. Our sound quality will be better at that point. Yeah. And because of all the new fun, exciting things, I think we're also going to be doing some merch with our new logos. We're going to have some stickers.
Yay.
Yeah. So
Yeah, and I think we can sell that like on Patreon, can't we?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
Either
and if
way,
not, either that or Etsy.
I was going to build us a website.
Oh, yeah, let's do it to
Yeah.
it. Do it to it.
So that's also for season 2 what I wanted to bring in. I want to start building us a website. Yeah.
Do it to it.
There's a lot of things.
Yeah, a lot of really good things on the horizon. So it's very exciting.
I'm very proud of us for sticking this through.
I do too. I feel like accomplished that. Like, I will look at all of the episodes that we've put out and all of our content that we've put out like so far, and I'm just like, you know what, like, milestones, baby.
Yeah.
This is awesome. I'm feeling good about it, and I'm so happy that I get to co-host with you.
Me too.
You are an awesome partner in this, podcasting partner. So,
You as well.
Thank you. I just really appreciate like all of the hard work that you've put into this podcast.
Oh, thank you.
Like I like the passion is there. I'm very proud.
For you too, though. We both did this together. I'm so grateful for like you. I'm so grateful for our listeners, everybody who's been following us on social media and interacting with us and tagging people, all of those things, sharing our content. We appreciate you so much.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys so much. Like we'd put this stuff out regardless if people are listening or not, but the fact that there are people listening is like kind of crazy to me. So
yeah.
Pretty awesome, and yeah, we really appreciate you guys. So yeah, definitely stay tuned for all of our upcoming things on the horizon. It's gonna be a good break, and it's gonna be an even better season 2.
So we will be coming back mid-July.
Yep.
Mid-July we will be back. I don't want to set an actual date, but mid-July is when.
Keep a lookout on our social media.
Yeah, this will force you guys to follow us on TikTok and Instagram. It'll be on there.
We're gonna force you to do it.
Yes.
You better do it.
At More Than Missionary. Crack that whip, baby.
Crack that whip.
So yeah.
Yeah. So again, thank you guys so much for joining us on this episode today, as well as our first season. On that note, we're gonna head out because we're gonna go out to dinner. We're
gonna talk about next season.
That's right. So again, we are your hosts. I'm Christina.
I'm Ashley.
And we will see you guys in season 2.
Bye.
Bye.